Happy Monday, everyone. Carmen Broxma here with Choose Joy with Carmen. And I'm really excited about today's card because I get to introduce to you some products that's going to be in the upcoming mini catalog that will go in effect in July. But I was able to get this suite because as a demonstrator, I'm going to be doing an event with Stampin' Up! In June. And I think it's like a 4-hour event, and it's called Creativity Now. And so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp and paper craft for 4 hours straight, no business related, and I am so excited about that event. So that is one of the perks about being a demonstrator. You don't have to do this as a business. You can just do it to get your discount, and then you'll have opportunities to be a part of these kinds of events as well. So if you're ever interested in joining Stampin' Up!, let me know, and I would be glad to help you with that. But today's product is called the Splendid Day. It's a Splendid Day Suite Collection. And let me show you what's going to be in that. So it's this paper, and today's card is going to be using this design right here, and it's metallic-y on one side, and so it's really hard to tell with the glare, but let's see if I can get really close. But this has like a I don't know, is it like a crumb cake kind of color in there, even though it's metallic, and the back side is this. And I don't usually make wedding cards, but I just thought this would be a great wedding card. So that's what we're going to be working on today. And this is the pattern that we're going to be using. And we're going to be using both sides. So there's that design. And then I'll just show you the rest. There's this. It's kind of got like a, I'm going to guess say yellowish green metallic on this side. It's just so hard to tell in the camera, but this is one side and then this is the other side, and I guess that's probably why I see that little bit of green, because this is kind of like that soft sea foam right there. So there's that. Then we have this design, and this is kind of like a blushing bride, looks like. And then the back side looks like this. Then we have this, like a coppery looking side, really pretty. And then this side, love it. And then this is like the soft sea foam. And then on this side, there's that design. And then my favorite out of the whole pack, this is why I wish we could just order our favorites and not have to get the whole pack, because I'm probably going to have to get several packs of this just because I love this one. But this is the fresh freesia on this side, the metallic, and then on this side. Look at how pretty that is. I am just so excited about this paper pack. So the colors in this is Calypso Coral, the Copper, the Fresh Freesia, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Sahara Sand, and Soft Sea Foam. And then you can also get the stamp set, which is this right here. We will be using that today, but we're only going to be using the sentiment in this. We're mostly going to be using the dies out of this bundle as well. And the dies that I'm going to be using are these three right here. And they're so intricate that I decided on this Blackberry Bliss, I decided to go ahead and add the adhesive sheet on the back so that when I die cut it out, I would be able to have the adhesive on it already, because let me show you how delicate these pieces are. So Let's see if you can see that. See, they're very delicate, and I didn't want to have to put glue on the back of all those. So that's why I decided to use the adhesive sheets. So we're going to be using those. And then also on today's card, I'm going to be using the Picture This dies, and I'm going to be using this part of it. I haven't used this die set yet, so I'm excited to get to use it. But then also bundled, that we're not using these products today, but I just wanted to show you that's also bundled in this suite that'll be in the new mini, are these Fine Sparkle Adhesive Back Gems. And they're really, really cute. They're more, I don't know, they have a texture in there that I can't really explain. Hopefully you can see that in there. And then you can also get these, they're called Open Leaf Trinkets. You can get these as well to use on projects. And then it comes with this soft seafoam ribbon. It looks like it's kind of glittery. It's probably a real thin one. I haven't opened it up to look at it. So let's see if I can get it open. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it open to show you. I should have opened that first, but since I wasn't using this today, I didn't think about it. Let's see if we can, yeah, it's very sheer. Look at how pretty that is. Maybe you can see it better on this cardstock. It's just so sheer. Very, very nice. That would be really pretty too on a wedding card, but I'm not using this color today, so, but there's always that option. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff. I'm going to get these pieces die cut, and then I will come back and we will get started with the card. Okay, see you in a little bit. Okay, I am back, and here are my images that I've die cut. So I am going to be cutting this one in 2 pieces, but I'll probably have to wait till I pull them off because, see, when I pull them off, the adhesive is showing right away. So I'll have to wait till, I don't want to pull it off yet till I'm ready to adhere it to my card. Then I'll do my cutting, and I'll show you that. But our card base is going to be Blackberry Bliss, and then we're going to do the Sahara Sand, because I feel like that's kind of what this is on this designer paper here. And then I cut this down a little smaller, and I'll have all the dimensions on my blog like usual. But what I want to do with that, I want to use this to die cut some windows. And when I originally was designing this, I die cut it from this end, and I didn't like that because, see, this has that stitching, and what I'm going to do was going to cover up that stitching. So I decided to turn it around this way, line it up evenly, and then die cut it. And then that really, and I'll show you why that happens. Because, see, when I did it the other way, so here was the original one I did. And when I did it that way, see, all the pretty stitching is on this side, on the metallic side. But I'm going to be turning it over, and then I'm going to be getting the back stitching, and I didn't want that because that's what we're going to see on the card. So that's, I'm going to have to do something differently with these pieces. But if you do it the way I said, if you die cut it from the back side, like here, let's pull this in like I did, then when you turn this over, and we're going to be using these pieces, see, the stitching is going to be on the side that I want to see. And then we're going to be mounting them or adhering them to some pieces that I've already pre-cut. So like this will go on here, and then this here, and then see, I will be able to still see that beautiful stitching. So that's why I did it that way. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and start adhering my pieces, the pieces that I die cut here, to these two pieces right here. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you what they look like. And I'm also going to stamp my sentiment here. Today is a day to remember, and I'm going to stamp that in the Blackberry Bliss ink. So let me get that done, and I will show you how I can show you how I cut it on the one that's not. So this was that piece right here. So what I basically did was I just cut off right here. So what I'm going to be doing is cutting off right at that little piece right there, so that I'll have two pieces that I can use. So let me go ahead and get that all taken care of, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. I just don't want to, since I don't really have it designed in my mind how I'm going to lay it out, I don't want to bore you with that. So I will be back, but I just wanted to let you know how I was going to adhere that. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and let me show you what I did. I decided to not just leave it all opened like the other ones were. So I took some of the inside pieces and I went ahead and put them on each of the little flowers. And then this one is kind of hanging off. So what I'm going to do is take my non-stick scissors and cut it from the behind here and get off that extra off. See, and what I also had to do was, let me get this little piece here. For some reason, they didn't put enough adhesive on there, that the adhesive sheets, I guess the areas are just so little. So what I ended up having to do when I put it down is I really had to press really hard from the back side to get it to stick. So that's what I did with those pieces. And they're going to go adhered like this on the front of the card. I have that little Blackberry Bliss backing. And then on this one, I stamped the sentiment. And then I'm going to be adhering it to this, but it just was so boring. And I couldn't find any embellishments that I wanted. There's some really cute ones in the catalog, the mini pearl hearts, but I didn't have them. So I decided to remember in the beginning when I talked to you about how when I die cut it from the foil side, that I didn't like that. Well, I went ahead and cut off some ends off of that, and I'm going to go ahead and put them on the ends of this, and I think that'll really add something. So, and then on the inside, I had an extra piece of that, and I took one of those other ones that I had die cut without the adhesive, and I added some adhesive. So now let me just trim off the back of this, and then that'll be the inside of our card. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start adhering it and hopefully get this done quickly here, and then I will be back to show you the final thing at the end. So I'm just going to speed up the video, I think, and while I do this. Okay, so there it is. Um, I originally was going to pop up, I was going to adhere this middle to the Blackberry Bliss, but then I had already put the pop-ups, so I went ahead and did it that way, and then glued down the back Blackberry Bliss directly on that. So this part is popped up right here, the middle. But then on these other ones, I glued them directly to the Blackberry Bliss, and then I popped up the whole thing. And I did end up using liquid adhesive because with the metallic, when you do that, I wanted to make sure that it stuck really good, because sometimes I'm not so sure this sticks very well. And then the inside, we'll just put that in. So I think that turned out really cute, and I just love this paper. I mean, I think this is going to be a great suite, and I'm so glad that it's coming in the new mini catalog so that you guys can all get a hold of it as well. So I'm looking forward to using more of this kind of stuff. So hope you enjoyed that today, and if you're a regular subscriber, just want to say thank you. And if you enjoyed this, I would appreciate a thumbs up, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to my channel is always helpful, and it helps me grow my channel. So there you go. I hope you guys all have a great week, and we will see you again next Monday for another episode of my Mojoy Monday. Bye-bye, everyone.